Right now at noon, here's a look at some of the top stories that we are following. Investigators are sharing more details on what might have caused a massive train derailment in Illinois. Details on that in preliminary report. And we're getting a clear picture of the progress made so far in providing another link for cross-state commuters. We hear from officials offering an update on the Ohio River Crossing project. Plus, a late summer favorite returns this weekend to the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. What to expect from this year's Frog Follies.
Finally getting some cooler than average temperatures starting this afternoon, only in the low to mid 80s for your afternoon highs today. We got another front that comes through tomorrow night that cools us off even more. By how much? Coming up in your full forecast.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 44 News at noon.
Thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Claire Dugan. Our top story first at noon, new information on last month's train derailment in Wabash County. Federal investigators say maintenance work on a spring switch is a key focus in their preliminary investigation. The July crash near Browns sent 24 rail cars off the tracks, colliding with another train. 2 crew members were hurt, including a trainee splashed with molten sulfur from one of the 3 hazardous material cars. The NTSB says it's now looking at how Norfolk Southern inspects and maintains spring switches and how the railroad's departments coordinate on safety. And we're learning more about what unfolded during an event held by Indiana Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith in Warwick County Wednesday that led to the arrests of 2 people. A sergeant on scene says security footage shows Amanda Bennett push a deputy before being taken to the ground. Shortly after, authorities say Matthew Ike was also taken into custody after he appeared to push another individual and resisted law enforcement. The Warwick County Sheriff says the incident is currently under investigation. And following that chaos, protesters took to the streets in Henderson Thursday evening. Protesters came out to show support for Amanda, who faces battery against a public safety official, resisting law enforcement and disorderly conduct, and for Matt, who's facing resisting and disorderly conduct charges as well. In the crowd of protesters was Christina Bickle. She was the one who says she was injured at the event.
I'm hoping that everything does come to light, that we can find out what really happened at the town hall. And I think with all the videos, I saw dozens of people with cameras, so I think we will find out.
There will be another protest Saturday at noon at the Boonville Courthouse. Transportation leaders from both Indiana and Kentucky are going into detail regarding the latest progress on the I-69 Ohio River Crossing project. Many topics were discussed, including how far along each section is, plus a completion timeline. 44 News reporter Callie Tadero breaks down what we know.
Today, transportation officials present to the community the progress that's been going on the past couple of years. The big Ohio River Crossing project is well on its way and is almost finished with the Henderson side of things, as they expect to be done with it October 2025. A huge interstate that have high hopes in running from one side of the country to the other. The missing piece, Kentucky and Indiana connecting.
Focus on today is getting the link done. This is the last link on I-69 to get us from Canada all the way down to Mexico eventually.
Officials expect the Henderson section to be finished in October of 2025, while the Indiana side is 60% finished and is expected to be complete at the end of 2026. Ubler says he's excited as the bridge will address several things.
One, transportation, but the safety on all the local roads that are here that are taking interstate traffic today and crowding them all into a small area that was never built for this type of traffic. So getting this link done is critical for not only business, but our local traffic and safety.
Officials say the biggest issue is the funding.
Funding is the biggest one, and we have, again, the Bridge Investment Program on the feds. We're actually asking for the $466 million, and that is the big piece of it.
Overall, Ubler thinks the Ohio River Crossing project is well on its way and will be a success not only for Indiana and Kentucky, but the entire country.
For the nation as a whole, it's going to be a huge impact. As our governor says, Indiana is the crossroads of America.
Road officials expect the I-69 project to be complete in 2031. Reporting in Evansville, Callie Tadero, 44 News.
Thank you, Callie. Well, it's definitely feeling like fall out there, which is perfect timing as our local high school football teams start their seasons tonight. Meteorologist Griffin Hardy is standing by with a look at what to expect.
All right, good afternoon, Claire. Happy Friday, everybody. It is going to be a really pleasant Friday afternoon. We've got the Frog Folly celebration happening in Vanderburgh County later today. It should be a great forecast for it and a great forecast at the bus stop. Temperatures in the lower 80s with just a mix of sun and clouds for the remainder of the afternoon, along with dry conditions. It's gotten sunnier as we've gotten into late morning and now early afternoon. Plenty of sunshine now across northwestern Kentucky. A couple clouds hanging around our northeastern counties, closer to Jasper. Still kind of cloudy out there, but most of us likely going to see a pretty nice afternoon and a nice and smooth evening. Dry conditions across all of Indiana, all of Kentucky, just clouds that are overhead on the visible satellite picture. Dry air aloft has really helped to keep things nice and quiet, along with winds coming out of the north in the wake of yesterday's front, which you can see is down there now, closer to Georgia and Alabama. So for the rest of the night tonight, we'll keep with dry conditions. Again, the sky turns mostly clear later tonight, and we get down to the mid-60s by early tomorrow morning. Definitely another cool start for Saturday. And over the weekend, we're going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow to highs in the mid-80s, but then a second front's going to be coming in tomorrow night into Sunday morning. That's going to drop the temperatures again to highs in the low 80s by Sunday. Look at the low temperatures, though, down into the 50s for the next few days. How long we're going to continue with temperatures like that coming up in your 7-day forecast?
Well, late summer favorite returns this weekend to the Vanderburgh 4-H Fairgrounds. Today marks the kickoff of Evil Iron's 50th annual Frog Follies. The event brings thousands of visitors to the region for the largest pre-1949 street rod event in the country. More than 3,000 vintage rides will gather at the fairgrounds. Frog Follies is also one of the Midwest's largest charity events, with proceeds benefiting Easter Seals Rehab Center. Admission is $10, and that event runs through Sunday. In other news, more students will soon return to class here in the Tri-State. Next week, Hancock, McLean, and Muhlenberg County Public Schools will have students in their hallways once again. This comes after many tri-state school districts and corporations welcomed students back during the first week of August. And families are invited to this month's Splash into the School Year party. The event is hosted by the Evansville Department of Parks and Rec in partnership with Community One. Students are encouraged to head out to TP Park this evening at 4 for free food, fun, music, and more. The splash pad will also be open. TP Park is located along South Garvin Street. And the city of Boonville will have a ribbon cutting ceremony for its new multi-million-dollar park on August 28th at 1. Officials will have a plaque dedication at Boonville City Lake Park. The $3.5 million park will have a new splash pad, restrooms, expanded parking, new basketball court, and playground equipment. There will also be a shovel ceremony at the Boonville Richards Pool to mark construction on the $19 million city pool project. Eric Menendez has been denied parole after a hearing in California. Still ahead, why the board says he should not be released.
Three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, do I need to
Do you want me
over there?
because it's taller?
Okay. And where would you all want Valerie?
Do you want her to like walk behind us like in the middle of the interview?
That would be great.
Like where it's just yeah.
This segment of Community in Focus is sponsored by BHG Realty Madisonville.
Well, the dilliest party of the year is returning in just a couple of weeks. The Evansville Pickle Festival will be back on Saturday, September 6th. Joining me for today's Community in Focus is Joe Notter with Evansville Events to tell us more. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks for the invite. And yeah, we are super excited about bringing the Pickle Fest back. This is our second year. If you guys follow Evansville Events, this event originally started as a joke for April Fool's Day. And we had overwhelming requests after we told them it wasn't, it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
But because of the interest, we went ahead and planned it, and it was one of our biggest events last year.
Well, I mean, there must be a lot of big pickle lovers around here.
It is amazing. I mean, now that we're getting into the research across the country about pickles, I think there's a pickle fest in every town now. I mean, it's...
Oh, really?
Well, like some of the bigger markets.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, they have a Picklesburg. So Picklesville kind of came from Evansville, like the Evansville kind of mashing that up. So I think it's a great idea. I love pickles. The fanatics obviously love pickles. Last year we had people dress up. We had an eating contest. We did a pickle Olympics. So people were, stuffing their faces with pickles and doing a brine chug. And so just a lot of legs, if you want to call it, when it comes to pickles.
Well, I mean, all those things are going to be happening on Saturday, September 6th. I guess along with those things, I mean, what are other events that are going to be going on? Because, I mean, you all have a lot happening at the Pickle Fest. I mean, it's a full day. Yeah, so it's one of our festivals. It's a food festival. It's, each one is different and its own, uniqueness. But they all sort of have the same components. We have a band that's going to be playing pretty much throughout the day, eating contest. We have bouncy houses, obstacle course. We have like boutiques. We have merchandise. So, if you're a pickle fanatic, this is your event. And even if you're not, this is still going to be a heck of a time. It's going to be a day full of laughs and hopefully weather is good. It's an indoor event. It's at the Main Street Food and Beverage. Tons of parking, so it's super easy to get to the event. But we usually pack it up, and it's a great time. People leave, and they're excited for the next one. So. Yeah, I mean, it does sound like a great time. And you even brought in some goodies that you all are going to have out there. Rokabar is one of your all's sponsors. Yes, so Rokabar put together a couple of things here for the news station. But these are going to be pickle cake pops. And they actually dried the pickles. So there's some garnish on the top. And then if you're a chocolate eater, this is amazing. Between the chocolate and the pickles, things that you just wouldn't think of when you bring them together, they just pop. And so here, and then again, this is a dried pickle garnish at the top. And you can definitely smell it too. And they use a brine in the actual cake itself. So yeah, it's different. If you like the sour stuff, this is going to be right down your alley. Plus, it's got a ton of electrolytes. I mean, pickles are like super healthy. They have so it's not only is it a benefits. Food. Yeah, I mean, it's just everything about it. We're super excited about the event. Make sure you guys come out. If you haven't been to one of our events, they are really a great time. We put a lot of effort into it, and so again, we appreciate you guys, giving us the opportunity to talk about it. Let's put up the full screen so that we can tell you all more information if you do plan on coming out. It is Saturday, September 6th, 1 to 7. VIP gets that early entry at noon. Children 12 and under are free, and you can get those tickets at picklesville.us. Is there anything else that we need to add? This is our 40th festival in Evansville. Oh, fantastic. So, well, congratulations. About 7 years. So it's exciting. There's never a dull moment. I'll just leave it at that. So. Well, he was talking about how people dress up at the Pickle Fest, and our very own Valerie Change has agreed to dress up as a pickle. He brought in the Pickle Fest costume, and we'll likely see more of you out there on September 6th.
Yeah, definitely dress up. If you're coming out to the Pickle Fest, wear your green, wear your pickled shirt, and if you have a pickle costume, do it.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Joe, for being with us. I hope it's a great turnout, a great event. But for now, we'll get to your local forecast.